Welcome all of you. My name is Maria Kądzielska and you are watching Poland Daily Culture. Here with me is Professor Monika Moskwa, a teacher in the art of costume making. Thank you very much for being with us.
Welcome.
And so you are in charge of everything what's happening here today, because this is also the form of test and an exam for the students of the Warsaw School of Arts, because they have to pass this test of preparing the full empire style costume dress. So the dress, the makeup and the hair. So what is the characteristic of the empire style?
The dresses of empire style are very easy, very simple. Usually they have a large neckline, high waist and short sleeves. And those dresses are inspired by Asian style, Asian fashion. Greece, especially Greece, yes.
So dresses inspired by the ancient Greece with short sleeves, and I would say women felt more freely in them. So tell me please, what were those dresses made of?
The evening dresses usually was made from silk, of course, and the daily dresses, casual dresses, from cotton. White with some flowers.
So it was in an opposite to the
Very
Rococo time,
yes.
which was the dresses were much richer, heavier, and I would say binding the women as well. Could they feel more also be able to part in the society events due to the easiest part of those dresses? So you are the teacher and the professor, and you examine also your students right now during this show, and they have to do it exactly as it was in the end of the 18th and the beginning of 19th century. What were the makeup made of? Did the women those times even put any makeup on their faces?
Yes, of course, but usually this makeup was very gentle, very natural, in opposite to Rococo style.
And Rococo was stronger?
Yes, stronger with red lips, with a very, very white face.
And here the face was more natural as people are in real life.
Yeah, the girls should look more natural, fresh.
So even the dresses were more fresh, made
Made it from a very early transparent and light materials, yes. Textiles.
And since you are the students, you need to prepare those dresses right now in modern times. What they do it and which kind of materials they use?
Usually they used, of course, silk or some kind of textiles which are similar to silk or cotton. Of course, we try to find this kind of material which look almost like this textile from the past.
And are they sewing those dresses in hand, or are they doing?
It depends of students. It depends.
But they are mostly there's their project which they're doing at home. There's a task they need to which they are given, and they have to do it by hand or with the machine, but by themselves.
Everything is possible. But many of my students they surprise me because they try to do the craft, the handmade, the craft hand, and it looks very good. They did it.
And as I understand, it's also quite difficult because those are not modern costumes. So we need to go back to the past and put all the elements of it. But since they don't have the most difficult part of historical dresses, which is the corset is much smaller, it's only a small form of bra, then this part, which for example is the most difficult in Baroque time, is they have it off their head.
It was the first time when the women take off corsets for a short time.
Was Empire style popular during the time of the Constitution of 3rd May?
Actually, during the constitutional period, was the rock style fashion.
Rococo style in
fashion,
art.
yes. And Empire was a little bit later. But I decided to wear girls in Empire style because these dresses are more fresh, more, for me, these dresses are better to young girls.
For young girls, they expose and they show their natural beauty, don't they? And they are not as heavy as the previous one. Can you imagine to see yourself and also can you imagine to see yourself to prepare the makeup and the hairstyle from the times of Empire by yourself? That was the task for the students of Warsaw School of Art, and I do hope they did a good job. And thank you very much for watching Portland Daily Culture.